Hello, dear children, good morning. Children, today I am going to start with the 10th lesson Local Self Government. All of you open page number 289 in your textbooks. Lesson 10 Local Self Government. So, before going to start the lesson, let us see the warm up part. Answer the following as yes or no. Have you experienced power cuts at home? You have to mention yes. If your answer is yes, you have to mention yes or you have to mention no. Okay. Have you experienced power cuts at home? Do you have regular and clean supply of water at home? Are the roads and streets cleaned in your area? Do you have good hospitals and schools in your locality? Do you have proper sanitation facility in your locality? If yes or if no, you have to mention here and awaiting for your answers through WhatsApp. So children, in this lesson you are going to learn local self-governments, municipal bodies in our country. Levels of government in India. So there are levels of government in India. Let us see. Civic amenities. Civic amenities means they include services like water, electricity, transport, education and sanitation facilities for the use of people living in a society. So, civic amenities include services like water, electricity, transport, education and sanitation facilities for the use of people living in a society. All these are managed by a government. India is a democracy. Democracy refers to a form of government that is of the people, by the people and for the people. This is democracy. India is a democratic country, right? Here national government is there, state government is there, local self-government is there. In local self-government we have panchayats and municipal bodies. Of the people, by the people and for the people. It means that leaders form the government are chosen by the people of the country. So we the people will choose the leaders of our country. The central government of India is based in the capital city of India, New Delhi. The central government alone cannot ensure the well-being of every state, city, town and villages of such a vast country. So ours is a big country and the central government only cannot take care of all the things of our state, city, towns and villages. So for this reason, the government in India functions at 3 levels. So in order to solve the problem, the government of India functions at 3 levels: national level, state and local level. The central government functions at the central level. Each state in the country has a state government that is responsible for the well-being and effective functioning of the state. So each state has state government in our country. At the village, town and city levels, there are local self-governments. So, at village, city and town levels, we have local self-governments to look for the well-being and effective functioning of the cities, towns and villages. Local self-government. Local self-government is called so because people themselves participate in the government by electing their own leaders for the government of their area. So electing means the process of making a choice of a candidate. So local self-government is called this is called as local self-government because people themselves will participate in the government by electing their own leaders. They will elect their own leaders and they will participate by their own in the government. The local self-government in the villages is called the Gram Panchayat. So, in the villages, the local self-government is said to be Gram Panchayat. In towns and small cities, this local self-government is called the municipality or municipal committee or Nagar Nigam or Nagar Palika. In bigger cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad and Pune, they are called municipal corporations or Mahanagar Nigam or Mahanagar Palika. So, we call these local self-government in the villages as Gram Panchayats. In small towns and cities, we call them as municipality or municipal committee or Nagar Nigam or Nagar Palika. And in the bigger cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Ahmedabad and Pune, we call them as municipal corporation or Mahanagar Nigam or Mahanagar Palika. In villages, in early times, the head of a village was chosen by the people of that village. So, early, the head of the village was elected by the people of that same village. The welfare of the village was the responsibility of the chosen head with the help of other villagers. So, with the help of other villagers, the welfare of the village was the responsibility of the chosen head. Who or the person was chosen, he is the responsible for the welfare of that particular village. This system evolved over the years. Today, the local self-government in an Indian village is called Gram Panchayat. But today, local self-government in villages in India is called as Gram Panchayat. The word Panchayat means a council of 5. Panchayat means 5. Panch means 5, right? The word Panchayat means a council of 5. So, a group of 5 people govern a village. Each of these members is known as a Panch. We call these 5 council members as a Panch. The head of the Panch is called the Sarpanch. The Sarpanch is also the head of the entire village. This Sarpanch is the head of the entire village. Every member of the village above the age of 18 years is a member of the Gram Sabha. The Gram Sabha elects the Panchayat. So, above 18 years, every member of that village above 18 years is the member of the Gram Sabha, and this member of the Gram Sabha elects the Panchayat. Once elected, a Panchayat serves for 5 years. So, this Panchayat, this Panch and Sarpanch, they serve for 5 years to our country. Some of the seats in a Panchayat are reserved for women. So, some seats in Panchayat are reserved for women. The Panchayat holds meetings to address issues of the village. What do? They hold meetings to address issues, to solve the issues of the particular village. These meetings are attended by all the villages. So, for this meeting, all the villagers should come and attend. The functions performed by the Gram Panchayat in a village are, it takes care of the cleanliness of the village. So, the Panchayat members should take care of the cleanliness of the village. They should take up development work like street lights, making roads, drinking water, electricity, running schools, medical and health centers, digging of wells, etc. And this Panchayat also settles the disputes between families and people in that particular village. Next, in towns and cities. In a town or small city, the municipality is headed by a chairperson. In big cities, the municipal corporation is headed by a mayor. So, in towns or small cities, chairperson will be the head of the municipality, whereas in big cities, the municipal corporation is headed by a mayor. A municipal committee comprises several members known as municipal councillors. So, these municipal committees has several members such as a municipal councillors. We call them as a councillors. They are all elected by the people of the city or the town above the age of 18 years for 5 years. So, these councillors will be elected. These councillors will be elected by the people of the same city or the town who are above the age of 18 years. These municipal bodies hold meetings regularly to address issues related to their area. Some of them are listed below. So, some of the issues are listed below. They keep the towns and cities clean by clearing and disposing waste. So, these councillors will keep the town and cities clean by clearing and disposing waste. They construct and repair roads, set up parks, provide street lights, electricity, and an effective transport system. They provide safe drinking water, set up health centers and hospitals and education facilities. So, all these local self-government work to provide services and facilities to the people living in that area. So, this is all about the local self-government in villages, in towns and cities. So, once go through the lesson 10 local self-government. Go through this video 2 to 3 times, children. Okay. Bye, children. Thank you.